Hello everybody, it's me, Carmine DeStefano, the Bookman. And welcome to the first week of Batman Month. This month I'll be reviewing Batman movies and a Batman video game. But first, some history. In 1939, Bob Kane in Detective Comics, you know, DC Comics, created the world's best detective who liked to dress up as a bat and strike fear in the hearts of the criminals in Gotham City. He was known as Batman. And throughout the course of the years, he evolved, as did his characters, his storylines, and spin-offs, including television shows. Some good, some just flat-out goofy. So it was to no one's surprise that in 1989 they would start making a franchise of Batman motion pictures. Now the first one started off okay, until they turned Catwoman immortal, turned Penguin into Killer Croc, turned Two-Face into Cesar Romero, turned the Riddler into Ace Ventura, turned Bane into Boris Karloff's Frankenstein monster, and turned Mr. Freeze into John Kimball.
I'm a cop, you idiot!
So in 2005, Christopher Nolan and Warner Brothers decided to reboot the series in a little movie I call Batman Begins. Although the title pretty much nullifies the other movies, but is it really that good? Let's take a look at it together, shall we? Movie opens with a child Bruce Wayne playing in his ridiculously sized manner with Rachel Dawes' good friend. I think I should mention that Rachel Dawes does not actually appear in the comic book. Now he's hiding until he falls down a well and gets attacked by bats. We then see him as an adult waking up from that recurring dream in a Japanese prison, where everybody wants to kill him. But since he's Bruce Wayne, he beats major ass! He's then locked into solitary, where he meets Ducart, played by Liam Neeson. Alright, one more time.
And I will kill you.
Yeah. Ducart tells Bruce he speaks for Ra's al Ghul, who can show him a path. So Bruce takes him up on his offer, climbs this really high mountain into this really big temple, and meets apparently Ra's al Ghul. Ducart then proceeds to beat the shit out of him. Bruce then refers back to that point of his life where Thomas Wayne, his father, helps him out, along with his loyal butler, Alfred. We then get to know Thomas Wayne a little bit more, along with Bruce Wayne's mother, Martha. Sorry, Bruce, but the answer is... yes, I would! During a show in Gotham, Bruce's fear of bats leads his father to take him and his mother out into the streets, where they run into Joe Chill, and you know the rest. On to a young adult Bruce Wayne, going back home for one reason and one reason only: to get revenge on Joe Chill for killing his parents. Unfortunately for Bruce, someone else does the job for him, and that leaves him feeling empty. Bruce then meets with Carmine Falcone, the crime boss of Gotham City, played by Tom Wilkinson. Falcone kicks him out of his restaurant and leaves Bruce Wayne to give his coat to a bum and leave Gotham City. He then becomes a criminal, and that leads him to where he is now. Ducart then trains him, teaches him, helps him face his fears, and gives him a test, which Bruce Wayne passes with flying colors. So the apparent Ra's al Ghul wants Bruce Wayne to lead the League of Shadows into Gotham City so they can destroy it. Good thing he's not involved in any contracting work. Instead, Bruce Wayne fights back, burns the temple down, and saves Ducart, and then returns home with loyal Alfred waiting for him. Bruce then tells Alfred he wants to be a symbol for Gotham City, where Dr. Crane moves serial killers like Victor Zsasz from jail to therapy. And this makes Rachel complain. Have I mentioned that Rachel was not in the comic book? Anyway, back in Wayne Manor, Bruce goes down the well he fell into when he was a kid, finds an expansive cave, and confronts his fears of bats. He then goes into Wayne Enterprises, his family company, and meets Lucius Fox, a brilliant inventor, who shows him all these military prototypes he made. Bruce takes them into his cave, where he works on them, makes his own adjustments, then aligns himself with Sergeant Gordon, an honest police officer. Bruce then takes his suit out for a test run during a drug bust set up by Carmine Falcone. He takes everybody out, then gives a famous line to Carmine Falcone.
I'm Batman. Nice coat.
Carmine Falcone is captured and sent to jail, he tries to make a deal with Dr. Crane, but we find out that Dr. Crane is super villainous. Batman then meets up with Dr. Crane and gets gassed himself. However, he has friends like Lucius Fox, who find an antidote to this little gas. Dr. Crane then meets up with Rachel Dawes, shows her that his people are dumping this crap into the water supply, and gasses her. However, Batman swoops in to save the day. He gasses Dr. Crane and learns that he's probably working for Ra's al Ghul. So with the help of Jim Gordon and a whole bunch of bats, Batman escapes, takes Rachel with him, and saves her at the last possible moment. However, it's his birthday, and during his party, Bruce learns who the real Ra's al Ghul is.
Is Ra's al Ghul immortal? Are his methods supernatural?
Nice! Ra's al Ghul then proceeds to tell Bruce that his plan is to destroy Gotham by spraying the gas in the air and releasing inmates from Arkham so that they can kill everybody. He then renders Bruce Wayne unconscious and escapes with his people. But with the help of Alfred, Bruce Wayne escapes into the Batcave. He then suits up and springs into action. Now, as the city is in chaos, okay, you don't need gas to make Victor's ass scary. With the help of Jim Gordon, Batman fights through the League of Shadows and the crazed people, gets on a train and has a face-off with Ra's al Ghul.
We both knew it'd come to this.
They fight as Jim Gordon blows up the train tracks. Batman then escapes without saving Ra's al Ghul, leading to his, what we think, to be death. Afterwards, Bruce Wayne buys back his company and puts Lucius Fox in charge of the board. Back at his burnt-down manor, Bruce Wayne meets up with Rachel Dawes, who says they're not going to be together until he no longer needs Batman. So he's left alone with Alfred and a burnt-down house. That evening, he meets up with Jim Gordon, who tells him that they got to bring back all the inmates from Arkham, including this particular guy. So Batman goes about his business. And that's pretty much it. So when I think of this movie, I think it's one of the greatest comic book movies ever made. It's well written, well performed, action packed, and deep. It really explains Thomas Wayne and the Wayne family's importance to the city, and expands on Bruce and Alfred's relationship. I also love how they maintain the supervillain's nature without them actually being superhuman. But that was the beginning of this new franchise. How would it carry out in the next movie? You'll just have to find out next week. As for now, I thank you all for watching. I'll have more for you soon to come, so stay tuned, take care, and have a great day.
I'm a cop, you idiot!